is silicone.
Alright, we're
So
good.
easily cleanable.
It's good. That's
No
good.
silicone parts are
We're
made for
good.
toys. Sir Mix-a-Lot taught us that back in the 90s.
Okay. Everything's fine.
Oh fuck, I forgot to fucking mute the tab so I can get myself in the background. Gross! Who's this
Yeah.
fucking loser talking about Sir Mix-a-Lot? He could shut the fuck up.
Can you pull up?
Oh shit! Wait, hold on. We're gonna go back to starting soon for like 2 I'll be right back for like 2 seconds.
Because I can't add.
I'm a professional, technically, since I have made money.
I like a box.
I don't, because I have my big ass desk that I roll on. You could roll on the top of my dice box. Really?
I'll be your dice box, Dungeon Daddy.
Oh,
He will. We once rolled D20s and D4s inside of his belly button.
For this.
Oh, I
Yes,
forgot
that's all,
about
that's how
that.
you get a roll.
You what?
We're not gonna talk about that.
Look, all I'm gonna say, alcohol,
No, no, no,
420,
going off the desk.
and tired ass fucking bros in a house
Yeah.
ends with weird shit.
Alright.
I was like mid one shot, so we just filled his belly button with
Hutchison,
D4s.
It is a Justin. He's been here this whole time.
Hutchison.
Hi, Raven.
Can
I can
share
barely
this
hear
with,
you.
like, certain people? Alright, so.
Nobody looks at them.
I do, actually.
None of them do.
Bro.
Alright, I'm gonna regret this decision, but I need to. Time to squirt the Mio straight into my
I don't
mouth.
even know how to open.
Oh, don't do that. I've done that. That's bad. That's bad for you.
Oh,
Awful. Ugh.
oh, that's the worst.
Uh-huh.
Oh god, it
What
won't
did-
stop burning.
What
Yeah, I
did you
know.
do?
Oh.
Mio energy straight into the mouth.
It's, oh god, it is so sour.
Oh god! Oh, I knew I was gonna regret it. I didn't know I was gonna regret it this bad. Oh god!
What energy?
Mio,
Mio
it's
energy?
drink enhancer.
Mio.
Oh,
Yeah.
the stuff you put in the water.
Mhm.
You didn't put it in the water. You just.
Yeah, it's rough.
Right
It's not
into
great.
the mouth.
Last time I did this, I had to physically pull the car over and cough for
Yep.
a good 5 minutes on the side of the road.
One of the kids that
Small
That's not
for
what
it
it's
either. I
on.
just let it rip. Oh God.
it's not
Why?
it's what's wild is there's a kid at
Um,
work that once asked to try it, and then they were like, "I want to try it," and I did it, and I gave it to them, and they were like, "Oh yeah, this is pretty good," and I was like, "Fucking no."
Loud, huh? You get all excited.
Okay. All right. Well,
All right.
I'm awake now. Let's go, buddy.
So, last we left off. Hold on, let me make sure I'm actually on my.
Oh,
right
my
screen.
stomach
Okay.
is churning. Oh God. I might throw up. That was bad.
Yeah, that was a stupid ass idea.
I mean, I think you brought that on yourself.
You've done it.
Oh, you.
like, I don't know why you would do that.
You've done that. You knew it was gonna be bad.
Hi guys, on currently on this show is fucking chaos.
What?
Maybe I'll fix it by eating a raw banana pepper.
Oh, actually, hold on. Before that, I need to make a very quick PSA. For some reason, Slavs, in all of its infinite wisdom, decided to change my fucking audio settings. So we have lost, currently, the last Phantom Brigade stream, the last two D&D streams, and a Cyberpunk stream. All of the audio was fucked on all of them.
It's fine. Nothing important happened in those.
No, absolutely not. You know, one didn't get basically inducted into the police office in NCPD or anything and start hunting down a murderer. They definitely didn't gear up and then go do a very fun little fight and save an animal. No, nothing happened. Anyways,
No.
So,
Yeah.
I do have the audio issue fixed, and I do apologize. It kind of sucks for all of us that we don't have that footage anymore in case we needed to look back. But good news is, go check out the YouTube channel for the first two parts. And we're going to crack on. So, last time...
Crack me open like a cold one, Daddy.
Maybe it smells
I don't know. Okay. Do you?
good to have one of those.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think you have one left.
Weirdo.
Alright, so... Last
Did you just
time...
call me a weirdo, Heidi? I mean, you're not wrong.
No, I told my dog to stop licking my shirt because she is a weirdo.
Oh, you can see how I would assume that might have been me.
Uh,
I said, "Don't lick my shirt, you weirdo." So,
last time, you guys ventured out, following the vision that 3 of your party members had, leading to a glade in the forest, and you all of you that had this shared vision felt pulled in the right direction, very, very easily leading your party to where you were supposed to be. As you guys entered into this glade with some very decent stealth checks, actually, Tonfa managed to roll the lowest, which is unsurprising. He's a large bird man. Where the fuck did that little thing go?
Large Birdman, and you make me roll at disadvantage with my flavored armor.
And even if it wasn't flavored,
Okay,
it
but what
still had
flavor? Is
disadvantage.
it strawberry lemonade or
It's
Is
heavy
it vanilla?
armor.
dude, vanilla armor's my favorite armor.
Alright.
No,
It's
strawberry.
flavored
Not
like
needed.
panic.
Mm,
I mean, actually, I prefer strawberry armor because that's more
We can
kinky.
hear you a little bit on here. Ah, hello. I don't know. I heard sound.
What up, Zen?
Hello, Zen. So you ended up, instead of killing this creature after it leapt out of the tree to attack Tonfa, infecting it with some blight. The party then let Machi do her work of cleansing this creature, sucking the blight into her own body and
am I
then
doing?
seeming to burn it away. During this process, we found out that our boy Sebastian had some tree TSD. As
Oh fuck! I forgot about that joke. I hate myself.
So, he had some tree TSD after having seen a vision recently of a very ancient blighted tree from the Feywild, from when he was a child, seemingly. He, stunned for a round, stood there slack-jawed as the rest of the party engaged this creature, Tonfa keeping it distracted from underneath, and Machi and the rest of the group moving into support. Osmond trying to lasso it and use his echo to tank hits, which he did quite successfully. The party then ganged up around it, and it slashed out and attacked Sebastian. Sebastian, in a moment, almost decided to strike out at the very wounded creature before Machi could finish.
It deserved it.
They managed to instead talk Sebastian out of attacking this creature, and Machi was able to succeed in finishing the cleansing ritual. It was before called a Blightfang Stalker. It has now been transformed back into its original form of a Deepfang Stalker, a large quadruped snake-like dog. If you've ever played Monster Hunter Worlds, think it's sort of Yagris's. They're quadrupedal, except for this one is a fucking beefcake, an absolute fucking unit, if you will.
Absolute Giga Chad.
And Raven has informed me that he was in fact friend-shaped.
He is. He is definitely friend-shaped.
I do have a question.
Yeah.
What if I won't?
If you want what?
You said an absolute unit if I will. Well, what if I won't?
Well, then you unfortunately miss special friend-shaped hugs from it.
Yeah. I didn't fucking want him anyway.
Alright.
Motherfucking get fucked, bro.
And why friendship?
So, we enter back in. I switch music. This one that was okay?
Fuck you. I'm going to Pinterest.
Alright. So, we enter back in as this creature who was also able to speak somehow. Looking up at all of you. Stands up after being healed. Sebastian did declare an action at the end of last session that he was watching guard.
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah,
did.
I remember. Tonfa,
I
Machi,
didn't, which is why I declared it last time. I
Yep.
knew I wouldn't.
and the couple of are beginning to heal this creature's body, but Machi, having rolled, and I think it was Tonfa that who rolled extremely high to have some knowledge of the blight. You know that the blight doesn't just corrupt the body, it corrupts the soul. This creature was on the verge of having its soul torn to shreds, and you guys managed to save it just in the nick of time. So while you are able to heal its physical wounds, it is going to take a while for it to recover its full strength.
Welcome Aegis_Bane.
It looks at all of you.
Ooh, can I tell it about this? The familiars?
If you'd like to.
Refreshing. Thanks Aegis_Bane.
Yeah, I will let it know that there's a place where almost with stayed into the deeper areas there so the townspeople wouldn't get spooked. Probably recover.
It will look at all of you.
Oh, Echo!
Whoa, echo.
There we go.
Ow!
It will look at all of you, and is this true? Is there a place I can go and hide? A recover. Now that I am no longer in pain, I can protect this city for what I have done. I do not know who gave me the ability to speak or anything, but...
Oh, sorry, that was our DM, Logical You. You can thank him.
As thanks, I will fucking smite you.
When and where, big boy?
You
Hit
take
me with it.
1d4
You won't, no
damage.
balls.
You take 1d4
Fuck.
damage from 3 TSD.
Tonfa, are you out of fucking spell slots?
No, I'm kidding. But, in all seriousness, it does look around and is like,
Alright, how much would you roll in that D4?
I was kidding.
I stand by my actions. If I fucking take damage for it, I'll take damage for it.
Buddy,
I'm good.
it's fine.
You would
It
die the amount of times you took
it looks at
damage.
you all. I don't know who DDT came out of the shadows. And it looks towards the cave, where it for reference, I don't have it on this map, but in the northeast, there is a cave. The cave from your guys' vision, it's tucked between two trees, almost hidden. And he looks, and all of you, now having seen this creature in various states of emotional distress, can tell there is a sense of horror and dread when he looks at this cave. Go there if you want more answers. I don't care. I need to go recover. Whatever it was, he killed my brood. He killed all of them. I have nothing now. No one. Killed my mate, killed the kids, took the whole clutch. I shall go wander now and try to make use of myself and the gifts that I have been given.
I'm
sorry. The name of the.
Huh?
I'll let him know the name of the elf
good.
Okay.
that runs the sanctuary.
Okay.
Tell him to seek her out.
Okay.
And let him know. Like, help him find a new nest.
Okay.
I'm gonna stop him before he leaves because I have something to say to him too.
Okay.
I want to give him a hug.
Yeah, I'm also like give him some. Good for him.
Oh, yeah, that was another
I-
point. I will
Good.
say this again just in case people forgot. The spikes that were in him were not actually blight. Somebody like surgically implanted
Do
those
you know
in
where
him.
it
Yeah,
is?
you mentioned.
Yeah. I couldn't remember if I mentioned that. I'm still posted.
Some leave some little scritches on his bill. And
Me too,
I'm
brother.
sorry you lost.
But yeah,
make somebody-
Rain, what name, who, me? Sebastian. Sebastian is just going to, like, lightly, still not fully loving this creature, but just, like, kind of lightly tap the shoulder? Is that the right word for the... I guess it would be a shoulder. Yeah, okay, the shoulder, very lightly and tentatively, kind of expecting to get snapped at
Did you
for it.
guess it
But he's
was?
just gonna go, I'm sorry, did you say whatever this was killed kids? Tell me what it is so I can fuck it up.
I don't know. All I saw were two lavender-colored eyes. Then I was
God damn it, the lavender lady's back.
somewhere else. No, that means something to one person in this party. Jessen.
Yes.
That when he says lavender-colored eyes,
Welcome, Logic Alu.
there's a bunch of memory missing from somewhere. You remember being trapped? Something? Then you just the last thing you remember is these two large lavender eyes looking at you from the darkness.
You're talking about the critter in the cave, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
The one who called himself the Collector.
That one, yes.
Your character doesn't know the Collector because you have forgotten all the memories, but out of game knowledge, that one, yes.
Oh, this
Okay,
is the
okay.
creepy Nothic motherfucker.
Yeah.
Fuck that bitch, this is Russia.
The dog
Um,
just walked over here, barked at me, and then ran off.
That sounds like Loki.
No, this isn't even Loki. This is like 7 pounds of.
That's Zoe's version of a practical joke.
Can all of you roll really quick before this thing runs off, before you guys say that? Can you roll me an intelligence check?
Sure, I can do that. Do I need to roll one for you too, Mephisto?
No, I've got my D20 here. Raw 19.
Raw
Okay.
19. Okay, so Mephisto's number
is
with the
pretty
raw
good.
19 is a 20 dirty.
Yep. And then...
Sebi's end is a
Break.
19 dirty.
Alright. So the base
23.
Okay, the base DC was 10. You guys know if you send this creature back by himself, he will get attacked on sight.
You know, that there is what sounds like a personal problem.
For him.
Either escort him or
Rude.
attach a note or something.
Tape a note to his shirt like a little kid.
Nah, to his forehead. I'm sorry I
wrong?
did bad. please help.
Ouch, dog, knock it off.
Plain of Blight, please help.
I switched out. Got sleep animals
Cleansed
for
of blight, please
sleep
help.
animal. That wasn't true. Fighting.
But
He's
spells
just
sound
got,
really
like-
bad, like a child wrote it.
Yeah, he's just got like 3 silver taped to his collar.
Somebody else has.
He doesn't have a collar.
We make him one.
Oh,
Unless- I will say with
I
you
mean,
guys
he
had
is
some pretty-
technically lassoed.
Yeah, you-
I was gonna say, I could take him back at this point. I mean,
Yeah, you guys are only, mind you guys are like half a day from town.
We're
Like
not
you guys aren't super far. And that's half a day was moving slow. So really, you guys are a quarter of a day a day out of town.
Alright.
I mean,
I mean, I was
we're
doing
getting
a
out of
kind of
town,
a
isn't
decent
it?
job.
Like, I'm pretty hurt if we wanted to just go to town and come back to the.
Fair.
If we go into that cave, and
What
get
the fuck
fucking
just got said?
attacked, we've got like nothing. I have 1 spell slot left. I have
Machi
no
actually
HP.
Are you saying that in character?
I mean, I wasn't, but good. I definitely would point out
We'll
that
say
I
you
can't leave
did.
him alone.
I was gonna say
Exactly.
Lucian would definitely make note of, that Machi is very hurt.
Yeah.
But also,
I mean,
if we let
I-
whatever it is in that cave get away, we might not find it again.
Then we set up watch outside of the cave.
I mean, it wouldn't take us long to go and get back. Unless you want to escort him to the village. Actually, I could do it myself.
Yeah, you could.
I
Yeah,
could be
you,
back
Are
in
you
a
sure?
couple of hours.
yeah, you could even just turn into your kitsune form.
Yeah.
Because yeah, you move.
Yeah, I mean, I still have a little bit of magic left for myself. And I'll
If you're absolutely sure.
yeah, I will just turn into a vox.
Split the party, split the party. Okay, you turn into a fox.
Yep.
Okay, so you
Fox,
guys watch
Wait.
as Machi. Lucian, you've seen this before. You guys all watch who. You don't see a lot of Feywild creatures, especially these fox
I'll
people.
cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
So I can get the rest of that.
Yeah, that's fine. Whoops. Want to roll, or do you want just me to do the button?
Drag the healing dice on.
If I recall correctly, the
Doesn't work.
potion ends at end of day, not end of session, right?
Yes.
My dumbass didn't fucking save it, but I remember it, so.
How is everyone?
What does it say?
That's a good question. I don't know why it says you're hurt when you're not.
I'm not sure I was ever hurt to begin with because I
You
healed
were hurt.
myself before. I healed myself last session.
Yeah, weird.
Because that's what the other spell slot I used was. I thought I was still hurt because it was orange, but it shouldn't have.
There you go. For some reason, it was just tracking. Okay.
Oh, lame. Now I cast a healing spell that I didn't need.
No, I'll give you it back because that's bullshit. Okay.
if Machi is hurt, she should
No.
hurt because I know that I cast.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
cast. I was like,
I
I'm
know
pretty
that
sure
the
you're up to
heal-
full.
Yeah.
For some reason, on Fantasy Grounds, it was saying she was still damaged when she wasn't. So yeah, you guys watch as Machi, her form shrinks and the clothes almost seem to envelop her, and they get sucked inside of her, and then poof, there's this bright, kind of purpley and pink color.
At least they didn't shrink again.
And yeah, her and the Deep Fang Stalker, fuck me, take off. And it's very strange. All of you watch, and for a second, it looks like the trees move. Physically. Where a tree should be blocking their path, you blink and it's almost like it's shifted to make a straight, almost hallway for wherever they need to go. Sebastian,
My
you were...
privilege.
It's also a druid privilege, and there's something else going on.
I'm sure.
Uh,
Though eventually, a strong enough druid, that is druid privilege.
this is true. So, I will say, Sebastian, because you stated that you were staying on guard, and I think, Osmond, you were staying on guard too?
Yes, that sounds right.
Yeah. So you guys would actually notice it first. Like, as soon as this creature is healed, where this place was that was empty of sound, devoid, like not even the wind dared to blow and grace this first spot. The wind begins to pick back up and the sounds of birds begin to sing, and then there's the sound of a little croak followed by a little like a little exhale sound as you see a bunch of ember toads start coming out of the hot spring nearby and start jumping and frolicking
Hi, Ember
around.
Toad.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Sebastian would kind of just go, Owl.
Cool.
Sorry, don't remember your name. You're Flame Frogs, and I'm gonna point.
Make a cool name for something. Alright, are you gonna try to go and approach one of these ember toads?
Yes, I am.
Okay, they are considered a beast. Can you please make me an animal handling check? With advantage.
I
Because
don't
you're
need
an animal.
advantage. I just rolled a nat 20.
Roll it with advantage anyways. If you double crit, I'll give
Why?
you something really cool.
Oh, okay.
He'll give you a
Unfortunately-
shiny one.
Yeah, it's shiny.
I rolled a 15.
Okay, no, you walk over, and you don't even
Look,
have to...
just disengage and re-engage until you get the shiny variant, right? We'll just
Yeah.
soft reset.
You don't have to actually walk over. You start heading that way, and this big chunker, who appears to be like an older one of these toads, you can see was actually protecting a bunch of little toads. They're all like stuck behind him in this little mud cave that he's made, and he's standing in the way. And as you like start coming up at first, he blows this like little 5-foot cone of fire out in this like like trying to get big and scary, and then he sees it's you, and he kind of deflates, and he hops right on up to you and like starts like because toads can't really climb, so he's like slapping at your greaves, and your like greaves, the shin plates on your greaves are starting to get all muddy.
I kneel down and pick him up.
He is chunky. Like this toad weighs like 1.5 pounds. It's a big fucking toad.
Damn.
How are you doing today?
Donkey boy.
Mephisto, check your DMs if you
Big
have.
boy. I see it.
So you lift up this ember toad, and you get this sense, this kind of tugging in your chest. Would you like to cast the Find Familiar spell?
I would.
Okay. Okay. So you pull out your scroll, and you look at it, and the scroll burns into ash, disappears. And then, almost like it was a video game, a little pop-up, a little sort of like magical tag appears over its head. What would you like to name? And it just says, "What is name?"
Thank you for this name, Azzy. Croak Eastwood.
What'd you just call it?
Croak Eastwood.
Okay, write that down somewhere. I am working on finding or building a good familiar sheet for you guys, by the way. What I might just do is I have a Pathfinder one. I might send it to you guys. We won't use some of the shit, but it'll have enough stuff for, like, you know, their AC.
The Vanity Grounds can do.
Oh, maybe I'll just
There's
buy
like an
them.
add-on. I don't think you paid for it. You made add-on for. I'll have to message Knight about it. I'll.
Okay, do that, because we're gonna use familiars a lot.
Yeah. It was a whole follower tab.
Okay.
That got added to your character sheet. It would have
Okay.
places for you to put
So
things
you
on it.
now have an Ember Toad named Croak. Croak looks at you. Todd. Hanfa, I'm gonna do something I don't do very often, but I need you to feel the chaos that was D1. Can you go ahead and roll?
No, 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 no,
Roll-
no. I don't know
roll
what
a
you're about to do,
D20.
but no.
Roll a D20 and then add your
you.
charisma bonus of +1.
19.
Okay, yeah, he's gonna have a Western accent. So fuck you, Azzy. He looks at you, and I have to gen a picture for this. I'm gonna work on genning a picture of all the familiars. So this toad looks like an American toad. So it is large, very bulbous and round. Its skin this one appears to be an ashy kind of gray color, and then the patches on its back glow with a visible red. And it's got, along its eye ridges, it's got these little spikes that also glow red. And he looks at you and goes, "Well, howdy, partner."
Hello, hello. Nice to meet you.
What? That's a Tylenol. Hold on. I have to get drugs for the Raven.
I have a headache that I just have not been able to shake all day.
You're good.
Where are my drugs? Oh, there. Fuck you, Ice Pro.
I was about to hold up something else, but
There you go.
I
Do not
thought-
take all
okay,
of
The
those.
isopropyl alcohol tried
They're
to
500 milligrams
attack
apiece,
you?
So. Alright. Where was I?
Howdy, bud.
Okay, howdy, partner.
I said hello to Croak Eastwood. Hello, hello.
I suppose
Nice
we'll be
to meet you.
traveling. Give me a
Well-
second. And he turns, and he lets out this big, deep, reverberating croak. And you watch as all of the Ember Toads hop over and form, like, in rank and file.
Oh.
And he says, "I'm gonna go with this here kind fellow. I've trained you boys to protect the herd. I expect you to do that. I'm getting old in my age," and he kind of looks around. "I think it's time I finally leave this glade, like I always have." And then he turns and he looks at you, and all the other toads just kind of start to ribbit this, like, not mournful, but like a very bittersweet kind of tone as he turns and he hops, like, up your arm and then he hops onto your shoulder.
You can ride between my horns if you want. Probably gonna be Schaefer.
Ah, it's fine. As he kind of nestles in where one of the crevices is on your armor.
Okay.
Alright, you now have Croak Eastwood. Congratulations. Anybody else doing anything while this display happened?
I forgot that I muted my mic so I could sneeze.
Huh?
And then never unmuted myself.
Good job.
Hey, Justin, how long does your echo last?
Until I tell it to die.
Okay.
Or something smacks it.
have you done that?
Well,
No, I haven't. I definitely can though. He's just going to look at the echo, give it finger guns, and it's going to disappear.
let me roll an acting check. It hits, rolls its eyes, and then falls over and dissipates.
Love it.
Like having a body double,
Oh, that's why.
except for I don't have to pay him.
Oh, you are 3rd level. That's right. Okay. Can you see through it? Okay. Okay. Good to know. Is there anything that Lucian, Osmond, Teal, or our boy Sebastian are doing?
I'm not the healing type.
I think everyone looks pretty healed.
I mean, I know that I'm still hurt. I just need to heal myself, though.
Yeah, you can heal yourself. Alright. Is anyone going to the cave or anything like that? Is my main question. Or what are you guys doing? Because Machi's gone.
First, I'm asking if we're gonna wait on Machi.
Yeah,
or
because
just go
Machi's
straight to the
gone.
cave.
We're talking Machi's gone for hours. So I need to know what you guys are doing for a couple of hours.
Frogs?
I would
Oh,
assume
should
that we
we
would be
look for
waiting
frogs?
and watching for Machi while we take a short rest. Because I'm pretty sure we could all use a short rest.
What kind of climate are we in?
It's Minnesota fall, basically. Actually, no.
Oh, I'm starting a fire.
It's wait, hold on. Right now it is spring, so Minnesota spring, essentially.
Yeah, I'm still starting a fire.
So still covered in snow.
Some parts, yeah.
But the Ember Toad can help with.
Not
Where
that
you guys-
awful point where like snow turns to mud.
Yeah, where you guys are right now on the coast, it's not, it's more coastal, but you guys are kind of in the middle of a very densely packed forest, so there's not a lot of tree breakage. So like, there's still like parts of snow in certain places, but most of it, especially around here, because there's a natural hot spring in all the fucking Ember Toads, this glade is a lot more temperate than the surrounding area. But yeah, if you start a fire, you will see all of the Ember Toads start hopping over to you and start just blowing these gentle flames onto your campfire.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I'm gonna find a nice little spot to sit and kind of curl up for a bit.
Okay. Do you go Kitsune form?
Yes.
So you watch as Lucian also turns into a little fox.
Probably a slightly larger fox.
Are you keeping the description I gave from Dalithar?
Yes.
Okay, so you guys watch as Lucian shrinks, but turns into a bigger fox than Machi did. Machi was maybe like silver fox size.
She's little.
Yeah, so she's like a smaller fox breed. Lucian turns into like red fox size, so a pretty decent sized fucking fox, and just swole. This thing's beefcake. But
Oh,
there
no, she's
is
probably like.
your fennec fox. That's what I was
tiny.
thinking. Lucian has this gray silver that almost ripples with like a pearlescent color in the light.
It's Fennec Fox size, but without the big. She's a regular fox, but
She's just
Fennec
small size.
size.
Yeah, okay. She's a miniature fox. Okay. So Lucian, you curl up.
It's delicious Mephisto logic.
Mephisto is, I'm assuming, hanging out with his frog and short resting.
Yes.
Alright, Sebastian, what are you doing?
Refreshing. Thanks.
I'm going to coordinate with my homie / bodyguard / chaperone And I would like to short rest while he stands his watch, and then I would like to stand watch while he short rests.
Okay. Easy
I can
enough.
work with that.
All right, because people said that they were doing watches, we'll get to that in a second. And then Teal, is there anything special you're doing, or are you kind of just waiting for Machi? Oh, quick note, Teal, because I made a rule for this last time. Right at the end of session, off camera, there is a friend around.
Ah. I will attempt to talk to it.
Okay. So we'll do the watch and then we'll do that. I kind of figured. I forgot to tell you that. Okay. So I need perception checks from both Osmond and our boy Sebastian. Our boy Sebi.
Yeah.
Oh
Three.
god. Yeah, I was gonna
Three.
say this has gotta be bad.
Okay.
He got distracted by the tree.
I mean, technically, there's stuff added to that, but yeah,
Well, add it.
it's bad. What's the point? 4.
4. Okay.
Oh god.
So glad I bothered.
13.
Okay. At a 4, you do notice something in the trees. It almost looks like wind for a second. You don't get a good look, but you see it. Osmond, you see this translucent figure sitting in a tree, probably 2-3 feet tall. And she's smiling at you. And then she sees that you notice her and she disappears. Floating away with the wind. Almost as if she herself was just wind given form.
Did she seem hostile?
No.
Okay,
You're a
I will
fighter
wave at her.
Yeah, you are a fighting type of person. She seems... Make an insight check.
Oh, that's probably not going to help.
I'm hungry.
Yep, that's flat 3.
Okay. It's kind of hard to tell if she was wind.
Zoe, come on.
The initial feeling you get, though, still is non-hostile. You can't tell if she is just checking you guys out or if she's scouting or what she's doing. But it does not seem hostile.
Okay.
So, I'm going to move you guys by this
It's
tree.
delicious Dragonsoft Valhalla.
Wait, do we have a teal character token yet? Can I just see it? Probably. Oh, my, she's gone.
Heidi sent you
Machi's
the
not here
basic
yet.
one. I am waiting on the green light to move on to the next phase for the one that I've been working on.
Okay.
Don't even know you're...
So, while you guys are all taking some time to rest, after 4 level 1s, a very intense fight. Tonfa. As
I am here.
the potion of blight resistance wears off, can you make me 1 con save?
Christ. Please don't make me lose my character. Awesome. That is a raw 16. I am at my desk. I can go take a look at my constitution.
Raw 16. I got your sheet.
Yeah.
Con save.
19. Or,
Yep, plus 3.
Yeah. 19.
You don't get the hunger. It wasn't that. But one of the side effects of this is there's a mild toxicity to it. So as you come down from it, you feel wretchedly ill for a second. You manage to prevent the poison condition.
Oh, that's from the potion.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
They said the potion was toxic.
So as the potion wears off, you manage to resist the poison effect.
Son of a bitch, I just wasted a natural 20 on a free roll.
I love how worried you were that you were gonna lose your fucking character.
Well, you're sitting here telling me last session that I was pushing it before I took the potion.
You were.
So now that the blight resistant potion came off, I was sitting here like, oh, is the blight gonna come and kick my ass full force?
It's just beautiful that you've already learned some things about me.
Oh, don't worry, we've told him plenty of horror stories.
All right, so Machi, you start running towards town. You even see some predators. Some things that normally would attack you. They just look at you. Some of them even bow.
Cool.
As you make a beeline towards the city, and it feels
Very
like you're
privileged.
moving faster, and you realize you are. The ground itself is trying to shift to help your footsteps. And you guys beeline it. Something that should have taken you 4 to 6 hours takes you 2. As with the speed of the wind, you arrive on the edge of the forest, near don't mind me just looking at my notes. The Gildar, no, that's the Willow Woods. Oh no, the Cozy Cove. What the fuck am I on? Wow, that was a journey. Willow Woods is the carpenter. You bust out of the glade, and you actually catch the proprietor in surprise as you see Eliana, who is out like mending one of those little lunar monkeys. The Moon Crescent monkey is like tending a little wound on its arm from something. As you just come crashing out. Not so much you. It's more the big fucking beefcake of a snake monster that's behind you just comes crushing out of the trees.
I will very quickly turn into my regular form, so she does like freak out that the snake is.
Yeah, she sees the Deep Fang Stalker, her eyes go wide, and then she sees as your little Phoenix Fox form, almost mid-step, rises, the clothes coming back out as you take your full form standing to your full height. You can see, though, she has already cast a spell. Some sort of pyrotechnics, if you will. As a spell has gone up into the air, and there's like a little flare, and you can hear guards and city folk mobilizing.
Whoa, wait. It's okay. I cleansed the blight. It's a
Okay.
to make up for what he did.
She will look at you. I'm gonna make an insight check. Okay. Yeah. She believes you. And she's like, just wait here. Oh, wait, no. She talks with her. Well, just wait here, honey. And we'll see. We'll talk to the others, okay? And coming around the corner, very quickly, within a couple of minutes, is a retinue of guards, led
I
by...
will stand defensively in front of Stinky Boy.
Okay. Coming out is this red hair. You saw her before. Following her mother. He is the captain of the guard. This very clumsy, kind of like unproportioned woman with this large ass battle axe strapped to her back. As she comes running around the corner with some guards and her mother. As they see this, and the farmer, the log cutter that you guys originally saw in the bar,
Nice to meet you.
yeah,
I'm you.
comes around the corner, and he fucking just drops to the ground and like starts scooting back on his hands and his feet. and everyone draws weapons. And then she sees you standing in front of this creature in a defensive posture, and Eliana steps up and hold on now. Hold on, Maribel. She says she's cleansed it. And she looks over to the guy. Is this the beastie you saw? And he looks, he's like, yeah. It is. It had things in its neck. But it's definitely it. And he's like peeking around the guards. Maribel walks up. It's true. Did you really cleanse the blight?
Did. But he implanted awful devices and continually made it more blight. It was. No.
Protect the town, you say? It's nothing more than a simple beast. What guarantee do we have, and how do you know this?
Well, Druid obviously can speak with animals, but somehow he gains the ability.
She will step forward and look around you. She's definitely defensive, and you can feel being attuned to magic. You can feel magic radiating off of her, like she's getting ready in case this starts to go, like, fucking full tits up. But she gets down in a not aggressive stance. And this creature, the Deep Fang, comes around and looks. Hello? I am quite sorry for everything. I was consumed by hunger. And you can tell he is skittish. He is nuevos.
Yeah, I keep a hand on them and just kind of like soothe them, like.
And she asks, "Is that true? What's she saying true? Somebody did experiments on you." And he'll look up. Yes, they took the entire clutch and killed my mate. They turned me into this after they failed on the little ones. I don't know what it was. These horrid purple eyes. But it implanted these painful spikes that filled me with such hunger. I didn't want to hurt anybody. You know I do not hunt humanoids. Go ahead and roll a nature or arcana check. 19?
18.
Oh, 18, fuck, Jesus, okay, 24. It will look, and that makes sense. You're kind of looking at this creature, and while it does have venom, you can tell, although it was very good at getting to Tonfa, it doesn't look like that would be its normal meal. Considering it's like a lone hunter, it maybe occasionally will take a human, but looking at its fangs and the way that they're curved, it's less good for getting through armor and more good for getting through like tougher pelts. So this thing seems to feed more on beasts than anything else. And it will look at her and then looks at you. Because, well, that is true. You did attack some of our people. But it does sound like it's not of your own volition. Do you guarantee that you are not going to attack anybody in this village? And he looks and he's like, oh yes, yes, I just need to recover my strength, and then I'll be good. Yeah, I'll be good. He did not do very good on his check. He's a beast. You will look. Alright, but you stay on the outskirts of town, and if there's any problems, she will answer for it. She looks at you.
fine with that. I wishes to harm anybody. Need someplace safe. And
She will nod. I will send a message to the king. We will get some Blight Knights out here, a squadron or two. Maybe a couple of people.
Incoming
Maybe not a
upgrade.
full squad, but they will investigate your claims and everything
oh,
you've said.
could I have brought the spikes out of them?
I will be kind and generous and say you can bring the spikes. You want to bring all of them? Because they are heavy. They are quite heavy.
No, I would have brought in at least like 1 or 2 of them.
Okay, I'll say you can grab one. Yeah, you present one of the spikes.
Yeah, these are what embedded in him. I don't know if there's enough to find out from.
Alright. Well, we'll head to the Grey Knights. We need time.
Grey Knights.
Not Grey Knights, Blight Knights. Jesus.
Okay, good, because the Grey Knights are gonna just fucking slaughter an entire group of Sisters of Battle to bathe in their blood to prevent them from being attacked by demons.
Sure. No, we will give it to one of the Blight Knights for investigation. And you can see she looks kind of pained. Do you think there's any more Blight out there?
Actually, there's a cave.
Where
I think it's where he was nesting.
Where it's all
That's
happened.
where it's all happened. The rest
Still
of the
there,
party
they're
is
waiting.
still there. They're waiting for me to return before we investigate.
Is there a reason the cameras are still working?
I'm working on it. I accidentally somehow clicked a button and I am... Oh god. Ah! There we go. Fucking... Woo! Yeah, there we go. I got it fixed. You look
Because I was
at
like, I'm only seeing Raven like 3 times.
Yeah. I also think that I don't know if it's
Raven's
been...
not real, don't worry about it.
I don't know if the stream is actually picking up Raven's audio. But we'll fucking find out, won't we? Luckily we're not too far in. Cause yeah, I wasn't seeing any green all of a sudden, so that's why I was over here fucking with it, and then it messed up with the cameras.
Yeah.
So I would say return to them. It is as you say. I feel you are the only person that can safeguard against this for right now. But before you go, your reward. And she snaps her fingers, and a bunch of these little, almost looking like marbles appear. Here are the 20 star points you were promised.
Check out the Pando Pet Cafe.
She
to play
holds
with me.
over, she holds out the pouch. And
Secure-
Eliana will also step up. And here's an additional... Oh, nope. There we go. Here's an additional 10 from me as well. You know how much I care about the animals of this forest? You did something that not many can.
Thank you.
Hopefully he
Well,
makes it-
hopefully he makes a good addition to the
Okay.
reserve here.
Protect some
And
of the,
protect some of the
smaller
the
ones.
smaller ones.
I'm sure he will be quite useful at that, Maribel says. Now, I need somebody, because I'm not going to keep track of some of your star points. I will add them to your inventory this time, because, yeah. But when we get back, I am going to ask you guys how many star points you have, and it's going to be up to you guys for tracking.
Okay, I was actually just about to say, here, let me whip out a piece of paper and a pen. And I'll
Excellent.
write it.
Cool. 300. We have 300.
Nope.
Yeah,
I
total.
have. I am keeping a note of what I give you, but it's going to be on you guys to accurately track. If for say example, you guys actually have 200, and when we get back to it, you guys are like, oh yeah, we have like 180. You're gonna lose 20 of these fucking points.
Wow. Lame.
I will come up with reasons for that.
Make a note
'Cause
that's
you're
titled
lame.
Star Points.
Hmm?
A note that's titled Star.
Yeah, I'll make a note in Fantasy Grounds too. For you guys.
But Flight Quest 20, then Eliana 10. Use that note. How many we get?
You are the only one here, so you're the only one that sees this. You see, you see Alistair, the leader of that really loud party, the very braggadocious guy. He turns around, he comes around the corner, and he's like, "Look, guys, I got it. We've got our first 5 star points." As he sees you and hears the conversation of, "Oh yes, you cleared the blight. Here's 20 star points. Yes, you saved this animal instead of killing it. Here's 10 additional star points." And he's just like, "Well, that won't do at all. We're gonna have to try harder." And then he just runs off. The rivalry is on.
What rivalry? He's a loser. He's not gonna fucking get shit.
While you are here, your roommate, Lunar Quill, walks up to you. Sylvia Lunar Quill walks up to you and pats you on the shoulder. "You did good work today. I think you have made Aloria very proud." Aloria is the leader of your house.
Oh yeah, that one. Yep.
The Archmage of Nature.
Yep.
Really? You forgot that? Good fucking god! I even knew that!
I hope so.
I really,
You
I
think
really
Raven
need
remembers?
I
to
really
go,
need to go though. My party is waiting for me still. The quest isn't quite finished.
Babe, go get
Babe,
them.
go get them.
Well,
I will turn into a fox with wild shape
I can only
because I can only kitsune form once. And
Face off.
And
Pew!
okay, yeah, you leave. And just like before,
God damn it! Why did I hear Scooby Doo legs?
right? Just like before, you return in 2 hours. It's almost as if nature is helping you. So all of you guys are sitting back at this little camp, being like, it's gonna take her like 4 or 6 hours.
I mean, it did take 4.
Yeah, but like 4 hours there, 4 hours back. So 8 hours. 8 hours, 12 hours.
We're all sitting there expecting it to take the amount of time it takes, and then it just takes the amount of time it takes.
No, I meant 4 hours
Take
one
half
way,
that time.
dumbass. So you're expecting her to take
So
4 hours each way, so 8 to 12 hours, and then appearing in 4
it
hours.
takes half is what we expect.
Yes. Yeah. All of a sudden, breaking out
There
of the
you go.
trees at breakneck speed comes this little purple and pink blur as Machi comes shooting back into the glade.
Oh, Lucian's gonna immediately know who it is.
Oh, for sure.
Snap up. As soon as she starts getting closer, take off towards her.
So 2 little foxes running. Well, one big fox and one tiny fox.
He wouldn't still be a fox.
Oh, you're right. Your fox form did drop.
Yeah, because it only lasts at this level. It only lasts like 2 hours.
Yeah.
I can
It's
see that
connected to your
Raven
level
is
for right now.
speaking, but I cannot hear her.
Yes, because she's...
For me, it's cutting in and out.
It's because she's using her phone. She's at my apartment.
Aha.
We are in
So
the
that'd be
same...
your shadow across the wall. Hi.
You're just being secret Raven, man.
Dog cam! Dog
Huh.
cam! Dog cam! Dog cam!
Oh my
But,
gosh.
but the minute, as close as we get,
Yeah, no, as soon as he runs
he's
over-
immediately gonna shift, back to normal size, grabbing her up.
Yeah, as Lucian
Yeah,
starts
as
running
Lucian
over,
starts
he's
running
gonna
He's
scamper
gonna
up,
scamper up,
like
just
up his legs and
up
then
his
circle
legs,
around his body,
around his body,
perch on
and
his
perch
shoulders,
on his shoulders.
Okay.
Fucking Drew.
lick his ear.
Lick his ear.
Ah, yeah, she gets deep in that ear.
Weirdo.
Are you gonna drop this anytime soon to talk to them or no?
Yeah, after I lick his ear,
After I
I'm
lick
gonna
his ear,
jump
I'm
off
gonna
and
jump off and drop
him
him a wild shape.
Okay.
Everything is settled.
Everything is settled.
We got our star
We
points.
got our star
30
points. We
star
got 30
points.
star points.
That is not. Was that the right number?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is why I'm not the one doing this.
Yeah, you don't track it.
I settled everything with
settled everything with Eliana. She's gonna keep an eye on our lizard friend, our stinky friend.
You guys ready to
Friend.
You guys ready to hit this cave?
I mean, that was the objective unless we want to camp outside of it. Which, I mean, we could, if we really need the rest.
You've got magic
You've
back,
got magic back, right?
and
I've got a little bit left.
Got potions.
We've
I
got
mean,
potions.
I was told not to attack, so I haven't really used any.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we should be.
we should be okay
I
going
don't
into
think
the
there's-
cave. I don't think there's anything left in there. I think at
Find
most
some
we're gonna find
evidence.
some evidence, but
Yeah,
I doubt he's stuck around.
Only one way to find out.
He'll pay
If
for
he
what
did,
he's
he'll
done.
pay for what he's done.
Okay, Leroy Jenkins. I mean, what?
Alright. So you guys head over to this cave. What is what I'm looking for? Cause it can eat my ass. It can touch some grass. I don't fucking know. I'm losing it, friends.
I can tell.
Nope. No. This one. So,
likes that
you
one.
get up to the mouth of the cave and it is stony. And all of you can smell the smell of putrid rot.
Lights
That's
more
not
into
fun.
That's
Not like-
sneaky.
Just rotting flesh.
Very
Any
uncomfortable.
Druidcraft,
Lovely.
like
I'll let you grab some mushrooms.
I don't know. I want to compost the bodies and
I mean,
life grow into the cave, which would probably do much.
Mushrooms.
Vines, moss.
Yep.
Whatever will grow in the cave.
you guys watch as you don't see it right away. You guys step in, and as you're walking, that smell gets stronger. And then you begin to see maybe bodies. Some of them are puddles, viscera, and melting fat and liquidation. Some of them are bones. Others are almost mummified. But you also watch as Machi walks up, holds her hand out, and mushrooms and different various decomposing fungi appear. And almost insects, decomposing insects, come up and start to slowly consume all this putrefaction. Leading down this hallway, which you guys are walking for a little while, it's probably a good 60, 75 feet.
Breathe.
Huh? Okay, she goes around and crafts flowers, I've been informed, around each one. There. Make pretty. You see, Osmond,
Oh, the poor snake.
make me a good old wisdom save, please.
Okay, okay. Wisdom. I am not good at the wisdoms. Well, the dice says
You are
yes.
today.
Okay. There are fish in the pond. Why did you message me that there's fish in the pond?
I didn't message you specifically. I said to the entire chat that there were fish in the pond.
Ah.
Oh, if you want to comment to that, you should read your actual DMs.
Mine are Cohen's.
Cohen.
Okay, I cannot
I
read
do have one.
Cohen's DM.
That was weird. Yeah, don't worry about it. You're the only one that caught that.
Wait a minute, which rocks? Oh, wow. What?
You
Don't worry
should
about
thank
it.
the flame fruit. You should thank the flame fruit for that one.
I was like, I'm gonna leave this here just in case, and we're gonna see. Originally in the map, it was an arrow. It was a clue. And then I left it, and I was like,
Oh.
oh, it's like a...
It does look like a butt plug.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Alright, so Justin, you're gonna take some psychic damage, buddy.
Exciting.
Is that gonna be a theme on all your maps now? Just hidden sex toys?
Maybe.
Find the hidden sex toy.
Find the wizard tower that looks like a penis.
Oh boy, Justin!
Trick question, they all look like penises.
You take 10 points of psychic damage. But that is half to 5.
Uncomfortable.
That is half to 5. As you enter this place, and it's not when you enter, it's when you see this desk, this sort of laboratory setup. You get smacked as if a memory is pushing against a wall in your mind, and as that wall shatters, it causes some damage. And you feel yourself instantly starting to fall asleep, almost as if this spell had 2 different parts. You see this laboratory, and for all of you, this room is this round, craggy chamber with these large purple crystals growing out of this almost center stalagmite. And in front of it is this desk that has all of these arcane alchemist contraptions, where you can see nestled in the middle of this pillar that is this kind of stalagmite that's been hollowed out is a clutch of eggs.
Incoming ad break.
You see this clutch of eggs and this desk, and there's this sinking feeling that begins to just thrum through this entire cavern.
Are these crystals
Are these
natural,
crystals
or are they
natural
blood?
or are they blight crystals?
I can talk loud enough. These crystals. I was fine.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you left yours muted.
Yeah.
That's fine.
You can tell off the bat. They are natural crystals, but they have been touched by blight. Not quite fully corrupted, but the beginnings of it.
Can I cleanse that?
Can I cleanse that?
You can try.
I'm gonna try and cleanse any blood.
I'm gonna try.
Okay.
This cave.
I just cleanse any blight in this cave.
I'm like going towards the
I'm
middle of the
like
cave.
going towards the middle of the cave.
Radius out.
Radius out all of the
So,
blight.
can you also roll me a d20? I'm gonna add something.
Unlock.
Need to unlock. Are you proficient in that?
Not yet.
Okay. Lock it in.
Okay.
7.
Okay. So you
11.
you feel that the crystals are not the only thing that's blighted.
With the eggs.
The eggs in the middle are riddled with blight.
Go for the eggs.
I'll go for the eggs first.
Okay. Can you make me a dexterity saving throw?
That does not
picking it up.
It fell out of my
It fell off
fingers.
my
It doesn't
fingers. It doesn't count.
Not much better.
Not much better.
Can I say it?
That was my say it? No, probably not good. 2, so 8.
Okay. Take 4 points of piercing damage. And 3 points of necrotic damage. Alright, that's 5. That's 76!
No,
it's 7.
Oh yeah, it would be 7. You're right. Okay, so what happens? You guys watch. Yeah, that way I don't have to try to talk so loud. You guys watch as Machi starts walking towards the middle as you guys are getting in here. And as she does, Osmond he grips his head and kind of reels for a second, stopping in his tracks. Okay? Or I just described the scene. Is there anything anybody else is doing right as you guys start to enter into this chamber?
Not really.
Okay. Teal?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, Tonfa?
No.
Okay. So, as you guys kind of walk in, and the rest of you are kind of looking around, and Osmond kind of clutches his head, maybe rubbing his temple a little bit. Machi walks up and appears to start holding her hand out to try to suck in something or do some sort of spell. And bursting out of one of these eggs is this horrid appendage of like a scythed arm, but on the end of the scythe is a mouth. And
great, it's a tyrannid.
Stabs in towards her, punches through. It doesn't look like it knows where she is. It kind of just threw its arm out in a direction. And it misses. It looks like it's going to miss, but Machi can't get out of the way at the time. And it bites onto her and then almost holds her arm in place as it detaches from the scythe through this mouth with this little strand as the rest of the arm just cuts across Machi's stomach.
Ouch.
Yeah!
Can I stop this thing?
Did my spell, my defense spell, ever go off during the fight?
No, it did not.
Because I thought, that it was targeted towards Machi.
Yes, but here's the problem. I specifically stated if anybody wanted to do anything, and nobody said that they were doing anything. No one said they were moving up with Machi. No one said anything. So Machi's kind of all up there by herself.
I thought we were all in there. That was my
Yeah,
understanding.
no, I was waiting
Yeah,
for
that's
like
my understanding as well.
kind of more of a
I said you guys are all in there. Machi has walked towards the middle of the room.
Okay, I missed that Machi had moved twice.
Yeah, Machi.
Yeah, I thought we all just entered.
Yeah.
That was where I
No,
understood.
I
that
just-
was my understanding as well.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
no, I
because
specifically
Lucian
had...
is very protective of her.
Yeah, because I had specifically said that Machi walks towards the crystals and the eggs in the middle of the room. Okay.
Somehow everyone missed that.
Okay.
Yeah, I did not hear eggs in middle of room, or else I would have gone.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I will
Yeah.
say that you
Same.
guys
Same
move up with her.
here. Okay.
Okay. Anybody that moves up with... Actually, you were the first one in the stack, so you would have been the one to take the reflex, the dex check.
Yeah.
Okay, so all of you guys kind of are moving up with Machi. I
That
will
leaves me
say...
close enough for his defense thing to go off his.
I will say that Machi maybe was just like a little ways ahead of you guys, because Machi was also moving and like all clearing these bodies with druidcraft and stuff. So I'm gonna say this first attack goes off. As it rears for a second one, Tonfa, if you want a body block, you can.
Well, his body block was a reaction.
I will
to
body
somebody
block.
taking damage anyway. Could have done that.
It's a reaction to an attack, not to damage. Yeah. As you see, this egg finally cracks as 5 more of these appendages come out, and on the back of this like snake-like body that instead of being muscular is thin, and instead of 4 legs there's 6, and the hood on the Deep Fang Stalker, which is now Blight Fang Stalker, has mouths on it.
I think this one might be beyond saving.
Flying.
Oh no, not a gibbering mouther.
And it does go to attack Machi again. We are gonna roll initiative. Just for
Alright,
this,
I go last. I haven't rolled yet, but I just know.
we're gonna do a loose initiative. We're not gonna. It's probably not gonna be full combat, but I just want to see how the damage and the reactions work.
Yep. That was a 4 on the die.
So Seb got
That's
what total?
6.
6. Okay, Machi.
19.
You know, normal for me.
Okay, Ren.
Give me a second. Hi, Queso.
Brand. Or not Brand. Osmond. I'm assuming that was you that just rolled in the chat. 12.
Yep, that's a 13.
23.
Okay. Teal and Mephisto.
15.
I also get 15 for initiative.
Okay, Teal, what's your dex bonus?
4.
Okay, Mephisto, it's yours. Probably less than that.
2. Good 2.
Okay, so I'm gonna put you at a 16, and I will put Mephisto at a 15. And this thing gets to roll. My phone.
You can't read the numbers on your dice from here.
No. It's my stats for my animal.
Oh.
Ooh. Oh boy. Is 15 plus 5, 20. Okay. So, you guys, luckily, have kind of pinned this thing into this crystal. So this crystal, the central crystal, has been hollowed out, and the nest was in the middle of it. This thing is hatched out, and you guys are all now just kind of body blocking it in there. And Lucian, you are up first. I don't know if you guys heard Raven say it, but Machi said, I think this one's beyond saving.
Yeah.
I figured about as much.
Which you would know
Yeah.
1,000% it's certain.
I did not hear it, but I was planning on murdering it regardless. What Machi said, that one looks scary.
Yeah, that one's scary.
What do you mean? Ain't that scary?
The tree hugger could whine at me afterwards.
I mean, this one is an abomination, so.
Yeah. It's a bomb. Alright, Ren, what you doing?
Well, how far away am I from this
You
thing?
are like 10 feet away from it.
Fuck.
I mean, like, this is a big-ass crystal. Like, the diameter of this thing is probably 15 feet. Well, yeah, probably, actually, it's probably 20 feet diameter, so the circumference is only... I know, the diameter would be 10, the circumference would be 15. Or 20. Fuck, my brain! What is with my brain? Jesus.
I mean, if it's getting fucked, then I would say that there's a hole in it.
Yeah.
That's usually suboptimal.
Yeah. Hey, it's better than fucking a cigarette.
If your dick is small enough for that, that's just depressing.
That's
No.
sad.
The cigarette's being used as a sounder.
Oh no.
No.
Is it lit?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Obviously.
Ugh.
Machi.
So you're using the filtered end.
Oh,
Yeah.
Fine.
At that point, you're just trying to smoke a cigarette with your dick.
Yeah. The dick's connected to the lungs in a very roundabout way.
No.
I mean, technically, your body's connected.
Azzy, I'd like you to open up a biology textbook.
It's connected via blood vessel.
No, that's no.
We're-
Anyways, moving past so I don't fucking commit a homicide. Ren, what the fuck are you
Just
doing?
remember,
You
if
have
you
30
kill
seconds.
me, you can't have ribs.
on it. I'd like to back up some. Another 10 feet.
Okay, so now you are 20 feet away from it.
We're gonna cast Firebolt.
Firebolt?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
That would be a 20.
A 20. 30 20?
No, nat.
Okay. Can you roll again?
No. No,
As-
the die only works once.
As its horrid luck ability triggers.
Okay.
I don't like whatever that is.
Ha ha ha. Sucks to be that son of a bitch.
Okay. Another nat 20?
Second nat 20, yes.
Okay.
So that's a 26.
Okay, that'll hit.
For.
Thank fuck.
10.
If a 26 didn't hit, I'd be concerned.
We are doing brutal
Right.
crits, so max the damage dice.
Oh, boy. I can't go into roll 6 in a row. Again.
That's max damage.
Well, yeah, because we're doing
No.
brutal crit.
Oh, well,
Yeah, so it's max damage anyways, and then roll again.
okay.
I mean, I could change the brutal crit rules so where you only just get max damage, but that just doesn't feel as crunchy.
Oh yeah, crit is always.
Oh, yes, that's what
I.
I've always wanted my bones to feel crunchy.
Huh?
Crit is
So
always
that's a
double
20.
dice.
I mean,
Brutal crit means you max the
they are
first
just
damage and you get an extra roll.
crunchy.
I know. But I'm saying I could change
So
it.
that damage
to
is
use
20.
max damage.
Yeah. Yes.
Fucking pulling a flula.
What'd you get,
Crunchy.
sorry?
20 in
Okay.
damage.
Okay. As you blast this thing with a firebolt, it seems to absorb some of that damage.
Oh, damn. Now I'm glad it was a crit and fucking 20.
That brings it to its turn.
Oh, fine.
I'm hungry.
Let me just see if it has this ability. Actually, I'll roll to
I
recheck
would
it.
like to place my bets. It's going to attempt to skull fuck the male fox.
So logic.
Yeah. I have a feeling.
It looks around and screeches. I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
Oh,
fine.
joy.
Look at that.
Yes, this is a free
Oof.
action for this creature.
Oh, yay. I'm glad I have a +5 to that.
I have a +0, but I at least rolled a 15.
16.
I got a
Oh, I got
12 total.
17, 12. Alright, anyone that rolled a 15 or less, you are stunned for 1 round.
Oh, great.
As that is its once a week ability. As it screeches, but not only it, all of the mouths on its hood open up and screech this dissonant. They're all screeching, but they're all screeching at different pitches and volumes.
awful.
I hate that.
And Tonfa, it slams into your ears, and your mind just goes fucking blank. The rest of you manage to kind of cover your ears in time. Teal, what did you get? I just want to make sure I didn't catch what you got.
17.
Yeah,
17.
Okay. You're fine. Okay, so that is.
Wait, if we're covering our ears to avoid the damage, isn't that a Dex saving throw, not a Wisdom?
No, it's wisdom. It's hitting you psychically.
Then how would covering our ears help?
It's your.
It doesn't. It just makes us feel
It
better.
makes you feel better.
Oh, okay.
It's a mental thing.
It is
Well,
an
I
instinctive.
have a sword in one hand, so
It is an
I just eat it.
It is an instinctive reaction when your ears sound like they're getting assailed. Okay, and it is going to try to fuck up Ren's day.
Oh, I thought. Okay. Never mind.
I got a 25, by the way, just so you know.
25 what?
For my wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay. What's your AC?
13?
Oh yeah, it's still gonna hit you.
Oh, hell.
Squishy wizard. Squishy wizard.
Okay.
Incoming ad break.
Why do I have a feeling I would be in the same situation as the damn campaign that my fiance is running? God
6
damn it.
plus. You take 12 points of damage.
Yep, I'm in the exact same
That's all
position.
have.
Downed?
Yep.
So, here is what
You're
happens.
down?
You watch
Yeah, I only
as
have fucking 8 hit points.
you watch as
There's
this
that.
appendage reaches out, and it's obviously short until that mouth launches off, catching you, and then it screams, and there is this psychic burst that comes off of you. It got to roll with advantage and got some bonuses because you crit it. As that's what its horrid luck ability does.
Yay.
So yeah, it did a bunch of burst damage, and then it's looking around, panicked. That is the end of its turn. It's not even gonna try to move. Machi.
Mouth on me. Melee drain.
It detaches.
Oh, okay. I'm in melee.
Yeah, you are in melee range.
If I move to try and heal illusion, I'm gonna get back.
Oh, for sure.
Okay. Can you pull my sheet up? Oops. Nope. Nope. Okay.
Healing word.
Good.
Healing word is a bonus.
Healing word is a bonus action, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bonus action.
Yep.
Healing
Bonus
word.
action healing word.
That's ranged.
Because that's ranged
On Lucian.
on Lucian.
And then.
And then
Primal Savagery.
Primal Savagery.
It's healing.
I'm back to full health.
Do you
Level 1, the yo-yo level.
you say you call out to Lucian and he comes back up. We are. I'm not done with my little table yet, but I am going to have some rules for when you go down. I'm gonna have some rules for when you go down and come back up for like injury tables and shit. Right now, I don't have it done.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, we have one we could use at the moment. Mine, we have the one we worked on.
true. I don't have yours though.
I'm probably
It's literally posted in the Discord, my dude.
This is probably true. And then you're
What's
hitting
my
with the
plus?
quarter.
It's
What's my plus?
definitely
Primal
true.
Savagery.
Fucking
Over the dice roll. It's a plus
plus
6. So I got
Also, I have it readily on hand if Ren just rolls a D100.
So 16.
What?
16 hits.
What's damage on that?
Huh?
We're talking about
Oh,
hurting your
12.
character.
No, 1d10.
Other button. Yeah,
Yeah.
D10.
Yes.
8.
8 damage.
No, that's 6.
Oh, yeah, 6. Okay. You cleave into this thing. You watch as Machi extends her claws, and this acid drips off as she swipes towards this creature and rakes across its back, this acid sizzling into its skin. The acid seems to have full effect.
I don't think that has.
No, it doesn't. So yeah, it hits, and it has taken even more damage. Okay.
Oh. All I can do.
That is Machi. Teal's turn.
Is Teal one of the ones who got stunned? Somebody
No.
got
No.
stunned.
I did not.
Mephisto got stunned.
You said it was
There was somebody
15
else
and
who rolled
lower?
a 15.
Yeah, 15 and
Yeah.
lower.
So then, yeah, Osmond got stunned as well.
Oh, Osmond got stunned too. I forgot you got like a 12.
I got 15 exact.
Oh, means
Yeah.
it beats it.
You said 15
You
or
said
lower.
15 or
If you rolled a
lower.
15 or lower, you get stunned.
Oh, okay, so I said that wrong. It would be 14 or lower. 15 is the DC.
Okay.
So yeah, Osmond, you're good.
So, who needs healing?
Nobody at the moment.
Right now, nobody.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Machi's fucked up. I forgot about that. Machi is almost at death's door.
That's what I thought. Okay, so I will
I
Yes.
forgot.
I have
healing
3 hit
word
points
for
left.
Machi. You get 8 hit points back.
Full health.
She is full. Okay.
Yo, yo. Oh, yo, my health.
And that's my turn then.
Okay. You heal Machi. Machi life flows back into
Wait,
you.
she used healing word, right?
Did you use healing word or cure wounds?
Healing word.
That's a bonus action, so you still have an action. If
Oh,
you want to
okay.
cast a cantrip or
Um,
something.
I'm hungry.
Let's see. How far away am I from the
10 feet.
bad thing? How much?
10 feet.
10 feet?
So you can roll a ranged
Alright.
attack with no disadvantage.
Okay, I can do, I'm 10 feet away, so I can do Claws of Darkness.
Yes, you can.
So that is a 26 to hit.
That will hit.
Take 3 cold damage.
It is looking fucked up. As these...
Refreshing.
What does your Claws of Darkness look like?
Claws that are-
Out of my fingers, you see these shadows coming out, kind of look like, kind of like when you see ghosts just zooming around things, like miniature little shadow ghost shapes coming out of my fingers and dripping out.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, so you hold your hand out and these ghostly spirits almost seem to flow out of your fingertips and go and start attacking this creature. You said cold damage?
Yes.
Interesting. Okay. As you hit it with the cold damage, it does seem to have a normal effect, but you can see this icy rime kind of covering its body now. And it seems like the icy rime is moving its way up into one of these little mouths. Okay. That's your turn?
Yep.
Okay. That would be Mephisto next. Unfortunately, Mephisto is stunned.
Still reeling from discordant screech
Yeah.
because my sensitive owl ears.
Yeah, so you, at the end, the screeching kind of fades, and
makes
you
sense.
become unstunned. What?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Owlboy got stunned by the screeching.
Yeah, that will bring us to Jessen, who is also stunned.
No?
No, not stunned.
Yay!
Not
That's it,
stunned.
that's it.
Not stunned. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I guess, bonus action, summon Shadow, and then attack this thing?
Okay.
We don't have a map, do we?
No.
Okay. So... I will take the good old, Messer.
Not being fused the Messerschmitt.
Not yet. Not yet. We'll get there.
Just using a fucking plane as a sword.
Do not
Okay.
tempt me.
Sorry, what were you saying? I was reading something. Fuck.
I'm gonna move as
Yep.
far forward as I have to. That allows my shadow to still attack.
Okay. You're only 10 feet away from this.
Oh, okay. Then I don't have to move at all,
No,
and I
you
can
don't
just
have
send
to.
the shadow.
Yeah. So, you guys watch as this shadow kind of... he kind of falls out of the side of the crystal, leaning on the sword. What do you need?
Such a sassy echo.
Gonna give him a, like, you know...
Oh,
what-
yeah, I
what's
suppose.
and point at the creature over there, and I'm going to send him over there to attack for me.
Horrid. He lifts up the sword and he goes for a drop attack. Let's see what he gets.
That is
Justin
an
would have the
unnatural 20 to
sassiest
hit.
echo.
Yeah, that hits. What?
Justin would have the sassiest echo.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, that hits. How do you want to do this?
Well, it is a two-handed strike. I would like to at least find out damage, even if, Oh, fantastic. Thank you, dice. That's 4 points of damage.
Oh, you said 4?
4.
Roll a 2.
I take that back. It's not how you want to do it.
Yeah, I get +2 to damage, and,
You could have just kept your mouth shut and it would have been fine.
You're not wrong. You are not wrong.
And now somebody else gets to kill it.
The echo walks up, and how does the echo almost kill this thing?
How did the echo almost kill it?
We're
Everyone
just
got
gonna have...
very excited for. Turns out no reason.
Yeah, we're gonna have him come up, just kind of do a big horizontal strike, and, apparently not cut as deep as he needs to.
Okay, so here's what happens. He walks up, and he's like, yeah, I'll go kill the thing. I'll do your thing. Holds up the sword, goes to strike, and this thing is a lot faster than he thinks it's going to be, and it holds up both of those little scythe arms, and it breaks through the first scythe arm, doing damage, but then it manages to just parry barely with the other scythe arm to make it hit the ground at the last second. And he just kind of looks at you and blinks. Like, the fuck, man? Sebas's turn. Or Sebastian's turn. Sebu!
Yay, I actually get to do something
Fuck it up, Sebi.
with my terrible initiative. I assume this thing is not close enough to warrant my expeditious retreat.
No, it's 10 feet
But
away.
also, I have a free spell slot burning a hole in my pocket,
Yeah, because he chose
and I
to
have
go
a feeling
closer.
I'm not gonna get to use it otherwise.
Possibly.
But I'm still not going to use it because I'm not stupid, and if I happen to need it, you know what? I'm gonna be cool. So, Sebi will, like, with his sword in one hand, he's gonna tap the fucking stone that he's got, like, in his pocket, change the music to something, like, epic and combat-fueled, cast Expeditious Retreat, just zip up to this thing, flame, sword covered in flame, and swing.
Okay.
Cast Green Flame Blade and X.
Come on,
He's
dice,
not
don't fucking
casting green,
screw
green
me.
flame blade. It's just flavor.
Oh, I'm not casting Green
Last
Flame Blade?
session-
No, you can't cast
Last
expeditious
session, he
retreat in
said
green
every
flame
time
blade.
there's flames around his sword, it's because he cast Green Flame Blade.
No, what I was saying was he can't just have it out. He can draw it. It's going to be decorative flavor text unless he tells me he's casting green flame blade. I'm not giving him a free cantrip.
Well, I'm always casting Green Flame Blade if I'm using my sword, my dude.
You can't if you cast expeditious retreat.
Okay, then I will just pretend to cast Expeditious Retreat and run really fast because the space is minuscule.
Yeah, why would I give you a random free extra action, dipshit?
Because I was burning a. You could have just let me eat a fucking spell slot, and then I don't have a resource, and it would have been better for you.
No,
Now I have 2 spell slots.
I'm not gonna let you.
That's why.
No.
That's your loss if I fucking actually get to actually need that fucking spell slot, bud. Alright, so I am going to gear out in a limb, and pray that a 14 hits.
Does not hit.
Cool,
Josh.
I'm gonna use my other bank inspiration.
All right. I say just misses.
Fuck my fucking ass!
Come
I
on.
quit this game.
Come
I
on.
rolled a 2.
Damn it! Somebody
What's
kill
the
that
fucking point?
Its AC is 15,
Oh,
brother.
God. Yeah, well, my dice hate me today. I rolled a 4 for initiative and then that. What do you fucking want from me?
And a
What
2
did you
earlier.
roll this last time?
Fucking 12. Plus 2.
What the fuck?
Oh
man?
wait, hold on.
Why do you
No,
roll
that
a
can't be.
+2
That's
to
not
hit?
right.
Yeah, you had more than a +2 to hit.
12 plus 4, I'm sorry, so it'd be
Yeah.
a 16.
Yeah, you hit. Okay, I was like AC 15.
Oh, okay. Then I don't burn my inspiration, and I'm just retarded. How much damage does Green Flame Blade do? That's a D8, I think?
There's no way he only.
No,
has
it's
a
just the
+2
long
to
sword.
hit.
No, it is
No.
a D8 on top.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 1d8 extra fire
And that's why, because I'm not letting you do fuck tons of extra damage
For free.
and cast spells for
You
free.
wouldn't be. You weren't letting me do fuck tons of extra damage. You were just letting me burn a spell slot to be cooler.
Yes, but then I'd have to let everybody do that.
That would only be to your advantage. Wasting spell slots to be cool only helps the DM kill
No,
people.
I'm not gonna break the rest of the game.
Okay, and then a longsword, if I recall, is a D8 as well, if I'm
It's
not using
D8
a
or
shield, because I
D10.
don't have one.
It's it's D10.
Oh,
if you're using-
D10 then. Cool.
Longsword is D10
I
if
don't
you use
remember
it
the
with one
rules.
hand. D8. with one hand.
That's gonna go ahead and be... okay, yes, that is the 0 there, so that is a 11
No
points of
idea.
damage. Does that kill it?
Yeah, it had 1 hit point left.
Good job, Osmond.
Well, no, it does do something eventually, because when you hit 5th level, it does an extra D8 of damage.
Yeah, but at this level, it doesn't.
At this level,
Unless
I
you're
think.
fighting multiple enemies.
Yeah, but if I set the
Yeah,
precedent,
that's what I thought.
if I set the
No, I
precedent
know
of him
that. I'm
doing that
just saying
now,
there's-
it
there's
fucks me
literally
later in the
0
long
ways
run.
No,
to
we're
do it
talking-
now. He should-
We're talking about right now, it doesn't do any extra damage because we're fighting one enemy.
No, it has nothing to do with fighting one enemy. It has to do with level. Green Flame
No,
Blade
green...
at your level doesn't
Yeah,
do
because
anything.
green-
At 5th level, it does an extra D8 fire damage.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I thought it wasn't going to do anything, and you were like, yeah, it does. It does an extra D8 of damage.
No, it just looks cool.
Is it English? Okay, so I'll subtract 2 from that. It does 9 points of damage. And since there's no extra enemies, I will do the burn a spell slot to look cool.
Yeah, you brandish. Yeah. I was like, I know
Okay,
it definitely
we're all on
does
the
extra
same
damage
page.
at some point.
No, yes, it does. Just not right now. That's what I thought. Okay. We are now finally on the same page. I don't know where the miscommunication was, but it does not matter.
I was about to be a smartass and be like, no, it's not English, it's Spanish.
No habla green flame blade.
Correct.
You don't speak Green Flame. Well, I mean, it'd be hard to speak Green Flame, but it's not
Yeah.
a language.
But okay. Yeah. How do you kill it?
I'm just gonna fucking do the thing you do with snakes, which is start by chopping off its head, and if it's still moving, continue cutting until it stops moving.
Okay. So you
Fair
guys
enough.
watch as its arm gets cleaved off, and then the
It
sassy
started with the
Echo.
head.
The sassy Echo looks like, bro, what? As Sebastian comes sprinting around the side of the Echo, lifting up this longsword and going for a coup de grace, chopping off this thing's head. It tries to block, but Sebastian cuts right through a joint, which, if you don't know this, on bodies is actually a very weak spot. Cleaves right through that joint, gets it like right in between the ball, cuts through, hits the head, and the head falls off, and its arms start flailing. And then, the Echo
Can I
automatically
take a free action to
dies.
say something as I kill it?
Sure.
Why does it always have to be snakes?
Okay, I need Machi and Sebastian to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, fucking idiots. Okay.
Fails.
Good news, I'm at least kind of okay at those. That's gonna be a 14, Chief.
Okay, 14 also fails. You guys only take 5 points of damage. As
Yeah, only.
could have been worse. I was rolling 2d4. As this
I
thing,
just find it amusing to say only anytime you're at level
My
1.
health has yo-yoed so much in the last couple of sessions.
as this thing dies, you're like, yeah, and then all of the arms in the last like mouths on the hoods all start like flailing around, and they just start bitch slapping you.
Why does it have to be tyrannid snakes?
Eventually, it kind of slows down, and all the mouths fall to the ground, and this thing's body slumps.
Can
I think you
cleanse
forgot
that
the-
fight before
the-
it
the whole
soaks
thing
into
of-
the fucking ground?
As he's saying,
Yeah.
if it continues to move, they're gonna continue
'Cause Why
chopping.
did things die?
He
And
can
like,
chop. He's still gonna get bitch slapped by tentacles. Like, that's not gonna change. Fucking, you keep chopping. It eventually stops moving.
Why did things dying just spreads more blight?
Okay, so you're gonna try to suck up the blight right now in your injured state.
Yep.
Go for it! I love this.
I'm not letting
Oh.
it seep away. I'm gonna get it.
Hello.
Damn it!
It would be a very machi thing.
Anyone else with the healing spell?
I'm
I have a
out.
spell
Nine
slot.
plus
I have a spell
six.
slot open.
Yeah,
Um,
the 15.
And-
Machi just out here
am I
trying to
finished
do
being
some
stunned?
sketchy shit. Doo-dah.
You're not stunned anymore.
okay, well then I'm gonna burn my last spell slot and slap Machi with a heal.
Actually, do you want to trigger as a reaction your
Yeah, you
your
still
thing
haven't used your body block.
to block the flailing from the tentacles?
Sure.
Okay, so we're gonna retcon this a little bit. The tentacles go to flail. Tonfa sees you, grabs you by the... Fuck you too. Grabs you by the collar, rips you back, and jumps in the way as these tentacles just start pummeling him.
Wow. Grabs us
Uh,
by the fuck you too. No,
so
that's
you, Mephisto, you take 3 points of damage.
That's fine.
As Machi, you take none. So this 6 points of damage doesn't fucking take you out.
Nice. So now I'm at 6 wounds and 7.
Yeah. Well, this thing was loaded with blight. You guys are level 1. So, Machi, as soon as this blight starts to leak out of this creature, you watch as Machi plunges her hands into the dirt and starts sucking it up. Black ooze and ichor starts leaking out, and then the cleansing flames begin to cleanse it, but still takes some damage. Okay. That...
I couldn't let it go.
No.
That would be bad.
Yeah, let it get to the groundwater. You haven't said.
No.
The cave goes silent as the final screeching and thwailing and thwacking of this unfortunate monster.
Do I catch the crystals in that radius of blight sucking?
Yeah, I'll say that. As you guys catch the end of this thing's unfortunate birth and life, cave is... Is there anything anybody would like to do?
That was uncomfortable.
Somebody check that
Somebody
desk.
check
There
that
might be
desk. There might be research notes.
As I sit down,
As I
and
sit
just kind
down
of hold my head.
Kind of
like,
hold my
ow.
head, like, ow.
I'm gonna click my sound stone off and just go, "What'd you say, Machi?"
The desk.
That
If you want somebody to
research
check that.
notes.
Oh, okay. And I'm gonna head over there and look at it.
Investigation. Theo.
Yes.
That friend, by the way.
14.
Okay. I know we didn't get to it, but there was a reason. As you went to go to talk to that friend, they disappeared. It is not only until now, when you turn and you see them stepping around the other side of the crystal, almost motioning to you.
Don't trust it.
You don't see it.
I'll go over to it.
Go
Keep
over
a
to it.
distance, but I'll keep a slight distance, but close enough that we can communicate.
Cool. So you follow it, and you guys watch as you are heading to the desk, Sebi. You watch as the rest of you all see this too, as Eel kind of starts walking around the backside of this crystal. You see what the guy was trying to show you is his body. Where his legs once were are these grotesque, like 4 almost octopus tentacles that his legs have been turned into, and instead of being like suction cups, they're like these needle-like protrusions. And he points down, and he's trying to point down. This spirit seems like he can't talk, and one of the reasons you see is on the body there is like a cut across his throat. He's pointing at the body.
I'm so sorry that
ZZZZ.
happened to you.
Kind of stops and he
You know-
nods.
Who did it?
He keeps pointing at his body. He's like pointing, and then
Oh.
Yep.
Does it look like I can safely search the body without get stabbied by the needles?
Oh yeah, this thing, he looks very dead, and the needles are facing inward, almost kind of like the hairs of a spider, like they were used to like climb things.
Okay.
So you
I
can
will
easily put-
search his body.
As you start searching, he's like nodding, and you start rifling through his pockets. Can you make me an investigation check? with advantage because you literally have the guy standing there next to you.
Oh, this pocket.
That's kind of what he's doing.
Net 20.
Alright, nice.
23.
Okay, so the first thing he has you grabbed is a pouch that has some gold. Has 10 gold. So you can add that.
I'm gonna get a gold.
Yeah. With a pouch, you also have like a little pouch that's like attached to it, and it has a golden ring with a little note that says, "To my beloved Maria, I'm getting the final crystal for your ring."
Aww.
23 on a natural 20. That is very good. So I'm gonna do something when you guys roll nat 20s outside of combat. I might start doing it in combat. We'll see. When you are outside of combat, if you're rolling natural 20, I'm gonna give you some sort of boon. You might find things like magic items. You might find extra gold. You might just gain new skills. Like you might all of a sudden start having advantage when you're thinking or researching certain topics. So for you, because you rolled a natural 20, you find in his hand something crumpled up. Would you like it to be a magic item, or would you rather have knowledge?
Steve.
You're welcome. No, you guys are level 1, so it's not going to be a crazy magic item. But
Should take the knowledge item.
It is a scroll of summoned Harask.
I mean,
there's a book out there for that.
you would want the information, I think.
Okay. Pull it out.
Because of, I mean, you know why.
Yeah. Pull it out. And on there is written a single, actually not single, 2 words. The Collector.
Now we have the name.
Now everybody has. Well, now
Does that get another memory problem for Osmond?
Not right now. She hasn't shared it. But you now have a piece of paper that says The Collector. And if you flip it over on the back, there's more words. He who collects all that is lost, yet makes some loss and some found.
Motherfucker, this man is the living embodiment of a magical bus stop lost and found.
Sometimes souls, sometimes life, sometimes. That is what is written on the back of this scrap of paper. Give it to me.
I will tell my the friend.
I'm hungry.
Do you want me to try to get this ring to Maria? I don't.
The ghost he'll nod. He'll nod.
I'm not sure how to find her, but if I do, I'll give it to her for you.
He looks at you. He points to himself. He points at you, and then he makes like little walking symbol, like with his fingers.
You can take me to her?
Nods. Vigorously nods.
Okay. Yeah. We can do that. Is she far away?
Shakes his head.
Okay, let me tell my friends what's happening. And then you can take me to Maria.
He gives you a thumbs up. You're lucky. I rolled for this ghost disposition off screen, and he was happy and chill with being dead instead of depressed and angry.
So I will go back to everyone and say, you may or may not want to look behind the crystal, but there's a body there that isn't in the greatest shape. He used to have legs, but now they're like octopus legs, and instead of the little suction cups you'd see on octopus legs, there's kind of like needles, and looks like he got his throat sliced open.
I mean, that makes about as much sense as anything else that's happened since I showed up here.
Yeah. He wanted me to search his body, and I found a ring that he was giving his girlfriend, wife. I'll look over at him and see which one he indicates. Like
He tries to do like a lovey-dovey hand to the side kitsy face, and then he shakes his head and he looks a little defeated. And he goes, "Oh!" And he does a big W. And then he goes, crosses it out and does a big F.
fiance.
Why is it I feel like Lucian would be the one to be like, judging by the ring, I think he was going to propose.
Yeah, I think so.
How decayed is the body? Does it look like we could move it to take it back to the village?
I mean, I think we can move it.
Burial?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was
It's
going
good.
to say. We should give him at least a good burial.
Yeah.
If you go check, if you guys go check, you do think you can move him. He's at the point, like, he looks freshly dead, like the last couple of days. Rigor mortis is has set in, but you could definitely move him.
But he's going to show me where Maria is. I'm going to give her the ring. I think that he would like that, and I think he needs that closure, and so we're going to do that. You're welcome to come with. But I also found this note.
Shortly.
I also found this note. So it's kind of creepy. I'm thinking maybe he got mixed up in something that he should not have. So maybe it's probably best if I don't go see Maria by myself, because if there is something
She asked you to stay up there.
not cool going on there,
You just stand guard.
I don't think you can be much of help.
Yeah.
I didn't want to
it.
just have her tell you.
And I'm kind of worried about her safety too.
Hey, stand guard. Because
I think
that's
it'd be
just
best
not
if we
your
all went.
character type.
But I will show them the note that was there.
Okay.
So everyone can read about the collector and the creepy little poem.
What did the creepy little poem say? My phone was dead.
Damn it, Raven.
My headphone died.
What was it? I made a really good poem up on the spot, Raven, and now you're asking me to fucking
Nobody
repeat it.
wrote it down.
I wrote it down.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Fuck.
You should write those things down, Colin.
It says, on one side it says the collector, and on the back it says, he who collects all that is lost and found, yet makes some lost and some found. Sometimes souls, sometimes flesh, sometimes life, sometimes death.
Little poem.
Came up with that shit on the spot. I'm proud of that
Probably
one.
write it down in your notes.
I'll ask my friend, were you getting the crystal from the collector?
He nods. He points at the crystals on the pillar.
The blighted ones?
The now not blighted ones, yeah.
That would have been horribly wrong if he had taken
No,
the blighted crystal
wouldn't
back
have.
for his fiance.
It wouldn't have, wouldn't it?
Probably a good thing he didn't make it.
Man, strange.
So that makes me wonder why extreme bad.
You
Why he got killed.
you
If
know
the collector could have just
you
sent blighted
know
crystals
who
down.
killed you?
He goes to grab the paper and it doesn't work. And then he goes, he starts to get really frustrated because he can't fucking talk.
Oh man, I have
Is
no
it
idea what
tomato
that's like.
drink?
The collector did it?
He shakes his head no. And then he shakes his head no and then kind of does like the hand, eh.
Someone working for that collector?
He nods. He nods so fucking vigorously.
Male?
Mm.
Female?
Mm.
Did you see them? I can't tell if that is a yes or no.
He's saying no. He's grunting no. He's grunting specifically when you ask male, female, and did you see them?
It was that he didn't. He didn't.
No, he did not. Or if he did, he can't.
Okay.
He couldn't really make anything out.
Okay. Well, when my friends are ready, you can take me to Maria. I'll follow you.
Nods and gives a thumb up. And then he kind of just looks around and starts to fade a little.
I'll wait till everyone is ready and then.
They're summoning
some blight knights
to come out.
I've been asked to stay until they get here.
That's fine. I told him we'll go when everyone can, when my friends are ready.
Hopefully they won't take too long, but
what do I know about
blight knights?
So you did roll really good at one point. Two of you did.
you two of you did.
The Blight Knights.
The Blight Knights
were
were
basically paladins that worked with the Circle of the Blighted Druids and the Circle of Spirits to work on a way to cleanse the Crawling Blight. So they used their very much like the Grey Wardens in Dragon Age. They used their inherent ability and training to suppress the Blight. The Circle of the Blight would then suck it up, and then the Circle of Spirits would work on healing the soul, which is what you've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
So it took all three of them to work together.
To do what I can just do.
To do what I can just do.
At that point, the Blight was a lot worse. You're fighting
Yeah.
the weakest version of the fucking Blight, which is terrifying because it is fucking things up on a rapid scale.
But old Machi could have fought
the regular Blight too.
Probably still done the same
Probably
thing.
still done the same thing.
No.
At level 20?
At level 20, yeah.
At level 20, yeah.
Yeah. These guys weren't level 20 yet.
Damn near.
Damn,
we ended that on like 18.
What did we end that on like 18?
But yeah, it's gotten better because you would know that the Circle of Spirits, or you've heard a rumor that the Circle of Spirits have created or found primordial spirits that can combat the Blight. So now you don't need just Blight Knights. The Circle of Spirits can kind of handle it a little bit, working with the Circle of the Blight. But while you guys, all three factions can clear minor or medium Blight infections, if it ever gets out of hand, it will take all three. Because out of game, I've made the Blight like 3 times as deadly as the Blight in the other game. So even level 20 Machi, the Blight that Machi would be dealing with, the damage dice are D20s. Like, we're not fucking around.
I had almost
200 health.
Yeah, do you want to know what the highest tier would be in this world? I think it's 26 D20.
You're not saying
Machi is gonna go
No,
out.
but like that's what
She's not a moron.
She's not a moron.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like I've upped now that I've seen kind of what the Blight is and Valentar, I've changed it.
Yeah.
But that's outside of games.
But are they like
Grey Wardens where there's only a few?
Yes. So they are basically
getting summoned out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like it might take a while before somebody can get
can get if you were not directly in contact with the king. So, because Maribel said she was going to directly contact the king. Say, like, they had a suspicion, it would take a lot longer, because they would basically write a letter, a courier would take the letter to, like, the mail office. The mail office would have to sort it, realize that it's urgent, then send it all the way to the king. Then the king would have to put a notice out to the Blight Commander. And then the Blight Commander would have to get people to do it. So it would take some time. But since you guys are going directly to the king, you don't have to worry about that shit. So there are like Blight Knights in most of the capitals. There's a chapter in the capitals for like fast. Because if a capital gets blighted, shit's gonna go down fast. So they always have a little squadron or platoon stationed in the city. The capital city. So there's a good chance that what you guys are gonna get are the king's basically personal Blight Knights.
Okay. So it shouldn't.
It's not gonna take that long. You think if the forest helped you get here in 2 hours, they might be here right as dusk says.
Okay.
Between teleporting talking to people in town, and then getting the fuck out of here.
Okay. Then we have to finish exploring the cave and maybe set up a camp outside.
Basically.
Have some dinner.
Basically saying you guys I can long rest here.
Okay.
Hooray.
Fun.
All right. So, does anyone go to explore this cave a little bit?
Yeah.
I mean, I never
never
found
did
out what I
the
got for my
desk.
investigation check.
Yeah, I know. I'm asking if anyone else is. Okay. Investigation check. As you go over to this desk, you're looking at it, and there are papers scattered about. Let's start looking through, and
Okay.
even all the drawers are empty. You're finding lots of papers, and the papers are like, oh, they seem to be like journal entries of like, oh, today's subject 59-6B reacted very poorly to this strain of to the blight in this capacity. Putting it into this limb caused this reaction. It's a very scientist data log. The 14 you do find though, in the back of one of these drawers is a little stone recorder, much like your own your little music recorder.
Okay.
Wired a recording stone. Called.
Can we play it
Does
back?
it have anything recorded on it or no?
You check? Yeah.
Well, yeah.
But you never said.
I assume it plays in my head, much like my music stone.
No, this one plays out loud.
Oh.
Well, it has.
Okay.
You see,
if it starts playing,
you see two different runes. You see a rune for like basically speaker mode, and you see a rune for like personal mode.
I'm gonna play it in my head.
Wow, this bitch.
I want to know what it says before I decide whether or not it's something that I want other people to be panicking over.
Okay, that's fair. You play it back. Your voice. Day 570, the solar year of the third millennium. We're tired of the master rambling. But I've gotten to the point now where I can do whatever experiments I like. So I will. I've taken a young man in the nearby Glint town, or whatever the hell it's called. Who said he was coming out here to meet, buy some gems inlaid. Some silly little wedding band or something. Said this cave was where they met. I don't think he's going to be making it. Little does he know that those crystals that he's coming to pick up are so infused with light. All it's going to take is a little prick. Oh, a little accident slice. And we'll see what happens. And then it cuts out. And then it goes back into the next entry.
Oh, okay. Well, that first entry was fucking useless. We already figured that part out. What's the next entry? Maybe that will be useful.
You see the things that are happening. Quite peaceful. His legs have transformed into a spider octopus. And for the first
There
time,
seemed to be a fast forward rune, so I can like up the speed on the recording.
I mean, you can.
Like, I mean, he's talking really slow and telling us shit that I already know.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay.
I mean, you're trying to listen to
Nat
this.
20.
Okay. Yeah, like, you start fast forwarding, and then a couple lines later, a couple sentences later, he says, "Oh yes, the collector said that somebody came here in a dream. He's trapped him, some Osmond fellow."
Nice to meet you.
Don't
I'm Yu Yu.
know, okay. Said he's going to play a little game, but
I'm gonna pause it for a second. Osmond,
Yes.
this rock is talking about you.
Rock's talking about me?
Oh,
That
it's
seems
sorry.
unlikely.
It's like my music. It's like my music rock, except a recording device. Apparently, you were here and trapped by the collector. The rock says.
I had a dream where we took the
Incoming ad break.
drink, and I wound up in a cave. It looks a
Yeah,
lot
apparently
like
it was this one.
Ah, that would explain the sense of foreboding
Anyway.
and the screaming migraine.
He's about to get onto the part about some game. I'm gonna keep listening. I'm gonna hit play again.
Cohen is feeding the dogs.
Is there nothing else? I said I hit play again.
What?
Hit play again.
Oh, my headphones is
I said he's about to get to something about some game, and then I'm gonna hit play again.
Okay. You hit play again. Yes, me and the master are having to withdraw as the hunt is afoot. Don't know what the fuck that means, and I don't really care. All I know is my experiments have been quite successful here. We shall withdraw back to our little realm.
While I'm listening to this, I'm gonna cast a glance at the very weird corpse and just go, under my breath, interesting definition of success.
Wonder if we'll go to Rayland, or if we'll be going. Maybe we'll give element of plane of fire.
Raywind, Fairwheel. Those names mean anything to anyone? I'm gonna hit pause again.
Does he repeat the phrase "the hunt is afoot"?
Yep.
Sebastian
I don't know.
Said that.
I don't know. That's a him thing. But he's paused it and he's asked if the Feywield or the Greylands mean anything to anybody.
Right?
The Feywield does. It's the Feywild.
Mm-hmm.
It's just with some.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you mean the Feywild?
It's a regional dialect for some of the actual Fey that live there. It's a regional dialect. For some of them,
Why
it's
wince
the Feywild.
when they say, "Do you mean the Feywild?"
No, you.
What about the other thing?
You're okay. Right now. What the Greylands?
Hmm.
Anyone who wants to can roll a religion check for the Greylands. Or a
Can I or
history
no?
check. Yeah.
Oh.
You said
I
what's
got
your
a 10,
check?
so I don't know shit, I'm sure.
You said a history or
A history or religion.
I'm sure I'm good at neither.
a dirty
I'm
20.
not.
I got an 11.
Okay, 11.
Better than mine, 10.
10, okay.
Do Fey creatures know what they're on about?
Yeah. Mephisto, did you roll?
I rolled an 18, unmodified.
The two Fey creatures and the cleric know what's up.
History or religion.
Makes sense. Let me check your sheet so I can get a total for you.
Either 21 or 19. So 21.
But the cleric can pass a religion check? Crazy.
Yeah, he doesn't. You don't have proficiencies
For real?
some weird reason.
Definitely should.
I do have proficiency for religion.
He's put a +2.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
instead
if you
of
don't have
clicking-
proficiencies, I would take that in religion.
Oh, he did do that.
Yeah, well, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, you didn't have it marked on your sheet the right way, so it wasn't showing up the correct way.
Oh, in Fantasy Grounds?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because I didn't really get to edit much of anything. I was able to edit my stats, my AC, and that was it.
Yeah, I just went and everything that you put the miscellaneous in, I just added your proficiency bonus in, so now it's right next time you look at it.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, 21. So, all of you, the three of you, know the Feywild is a regional dialect of most likely the southern continent in the Feywild. They call it the Feywild just because they're fucking special.
Just a little bit special.
But the Greylands is an interesting one. The Greylands is the diametrically opposed opposite. In other D&D terms, it is the Shadowfell.
Okay.
Ah, neat.
Except for in this one, it's a little bit more than the Shadowfell.
Well,
That
of
one
course,
Blight
it's you.
comes
Everything
from?
has to have 3 layers of extra spice.
This is where the
Yep.
Blight came from.
I knew that.
Yes, you did know that. So, the Greylands is actually where the crawling Blight came from. It wasn't supposed to ever get out, but you guys would know that somehow it did.
Because assholes be assholes.
Yeah, the Greylands is basically a
You
land
guys,
of
inform
twisted
me, I see.
undeath. For so the Feywild, to you guys, especially being there, and I think all of you guys would know the nicknames of the two. One is the land of passion, and one is the land of solace. Not solace. One is the land of death. So where the Feywild is a lot more bright and vibrant and seeks out the passions of life of the mortal realm, the Greylands are very much all the misery and the more negative side of life.
Yeah, I would relay that information and ask what else it said. Said anything else?
Apparently that is where the man who made other dude into a spider thing, it thinks he and the collector might be going. I'm gonna keep listening, and I'm gonna hit play again.
It ends there.
Oh,
Can I
never
see
mind. That's all she wrote. I'm gonna like pocket the stone, and then I'm gonna start collecting all of the papers.
Can I see that?
Can I see that? I want to hear that.
Sure. I'd like it back.
I'm going
And I hand it to him. Or hand it to her.
well.
Okay. So
Okay.
yeah, you hear everything that I told Sebastian.
And then the hunt is afoot.
And then the
Ring
hunt is
spells
afoot.
in my
Ring
head.
spells in my head.
Yeah, you hear the hunt is afoot.
The hunt is afoot.
The collector says the hunt is afoot. I don't know that means, and I don't really care.
Well, that's
Interesting.
interesting.
You said the message
You said the message I
a
received
physical
was a physical message, right?
Yep.
Do I have that?
Do I have that?
Yep.
I have this.
I have this.
Not sure where I
Not
got
sure
it.
where I got it.
No?
It
You
just kind of
don't
appeared
care.
in my pocket,
in
I
my
guess.
pocket, I guess.
I have a message.
I have a message.
Okay.
Welcome, Chamberlain Wood.
Hello, Kyle.
Hello, Kyle.
No, I want to know.
It's because of the way they're doing things right now. Raven and if it's just double on some of the audio, then that would be Logical and Raven are double miking just because of the way they have their sound set up right now. But if it's all of us, that would be a weird thingamajigger.
Yeah, I have a note that I am showing.
I have a note that I am
Beware
showing.
the hunt is afoot.
Beware the hunt is afoot.
The dark lurks in the shadows.
The dark lurks in the
He
shadows.
is of primordial current.
Primordial current.
Pleasant.
Interesting.
Yeah. Don't know where that came from.
Don't know where that came from.
Just
It
appeared.
kind of just appeared.
Probably from the
Probably
Feywild.
from Feywild.
ZZZZ.
I am going to be collecting all of the papers and putting them into my bag.
You're not taking my note. I am not giving
I
you my
am
note.
not giving you my note.
No. I'm collecting all of the papers that I found.
Okay.
Yeah, easy enough. Yeah, you collect the papers, and does anyone go explore this cave further?
Yes.
Yes.
Uh,
we should
yeah.
probably give
We
those
should
as
probably
well.
give
to
those
the
notes
to the Blight Knights.
to the Blight
Blight
Knights when they get here.
I believe so.
So you guys go to.
I was gonna.
Mhm.
Am I good to go?
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna take them with me and read them over, and then I figure. I mean,
And
the
then
Blight
keep
Knights are obviously experts at dealing with blight, but they're warriors, and I figured I'd take it back to the college. I'm sure somebody there is more research inclined and could help me puzzle them out.
Has died.
Raven's phone has currently deceased.
Oh, it died.
I could see that.
Hey, I think you need to fix that.
So I will tell, because Machi would know this, because Machi's made a lot of rolls with the Grey Knights and rolled very high. The Grey Knights have their own scholars.
Not the Grey Knights.
Not the Grey Knights, the Blight
Blight
Knights. I've been looking into a lot of fucking Warhammer shit for our game. So the Blight Knights have their own scholars. So Machi, in theory, would know that you could still give them to the Grey Knights if you guys wanted to. Just throwing that one out there.
Blight Knights.
Close enough.
If you
Machi
want,
Only if the
vote
Blight
really
Knights
good for the
bathe in the
experts.
blood of the innocents.
yeah, if you want to keep them, that's fine. But I did just want all that information to be on the table. And there it goes.
Yeah, I was wondering when it was gonna go finally actually go.
All of your cameras are fucked now.
Yeah, they are. Well, if it's okay with everyone, we're about half hour out. Is everyone cool if we just end a little early?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, and go to that.
That's fine.
I want to make some food and then play some Tarky anyway.
The very last thing. This is for Teal. As you guys start to explore this cave, which the rest of the cave is behind that main crystal. Before you even start to enter, you can feel a heavy weight bearing down on you already. And you can hear the moans of the suffered, the vanquished, the injured. That is where we're going to end.
Lovely.
Someone to raid out to. Smoking Dragons, they're doing a charity stream for the St. Jude Hospital.